Aquarius, welcome to your 2018 Love and General reading. I'm Gemstone Tarot and we're going to be covering the first 6 months of 2018 for Aquarius, Sun, Moon and Rising. Valentine joins us, sleeping on the bed as usual. And thank you Aquarius for all your likes and shares and subscribes in 2017. I can't do it without you, so just a big heartfelt thank you. Thank you to those who've donated to the channel as well. And if you want a private reading, Aquarius, you can book in the description box or visit my website, gemstonetarot.com. Now, Aquarius, I'm going to do a general reading. It'll be quite a short general reading, and then I'm going to look at love, okay? Sometimes, in fact, in most of the videos I've done, love and general has kind of bled into each other. So let's see with you, because you also, I mean, 2017 was not the easiest year for most signs. And for you, and that card's come up loads, for you it was really tricky, to be honest. So I'm glad to see that card come out. Wow. Okay, wow. Interesting cards. Okay, the first card to come out for you, Aquarius, is the Ten of Wands in reverse. Good. Actually, this card is good both ways. It's good when it's in the upright because it's a 10. So you kind of know that it's reaching its peak. But when it's in reverse, this year it's actually like dissembling a burden. So if you look here, this person has become more and more burdened by these wands, and each one is a demand, a responsibility, a perceived failure, an attempt, whatever it is, and they all kind of stack up for you. And then you think to yourself, I can't take this any longer, and that's when you drop the bundle. So I like that for you. This first half of 2018, you do manage to slough off some of that burden. However, some remains as well. It's a bit half and half, which has been the same for all of the signs. Actually, I'm now doing your number 11, so it's been the same story. There is some level of impatience. You start out with some impatience, got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. You really want to get going on something, but at the same time, it's not completely, it's not completely possible. I don't know what the cat's doing there. All right, sweetheart. Oh, she's chasing a bit of fluff, like you do. You've got the Ace of Wands in reverse. You've got the Two of Wands in reverse. And then in the middle, you've got Judgment in reverse. That's interesting. For some of you, and we'll look in the love reading in a minute, this is to do with reviving a relationship. And it could be a work relationship, a relationship, or a friendship. The Ace of Wands in reverse, the Two of Wands in reverse is something that gets started but doesn't, it's not wise to keep it going. And I think this is you not keeping it going. How you don't keep it going is another matter, because you're definitely torn. It's almost as if you've got, you know, when you have the angel and the devil on your shoulder and that one's going, do it, do it. No, don't do it, don't do it. You don't, doesn't make sense. Do it, do it. It's like that. It could be libido versus reason. It could be whatever. But there's conflict. There's some conflict with it. And there will be a call to make in that 6 months. There will be some kind of judgment call. When you get judgment, there's always 3 figures on it, and it's past, present and future. So you'll be considering the past, the present and the future to make that judgment call. When judgment is in reverse, usually you don't go through with it again. You don't let it have a second go. And I have a feeling that that's going to be the outcome. But that's not the whole story for you, Aquarius. There's some kind of toing and froing going on. Just beware that the Seven of Cups is in the midst. And when the Seven of Cups is in the midst, you just have to be careful you're operating within reality. So if this is to do with a job, make sure what's on the contract is what you're going to get. Make sure the money that's promised is the money that really exists. Make sure about relationships that the person is who they say they're going to be, or they are. It's not a time to be hoping and praying. You can see here. And it's not a time for cups in the clouds. These cups are all options. They're all like future options. But as soon as you try and draw one down and work with it on the earth plane, they just poof and disappear. Then we have two eights. Eight of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. Now, this is kind of to do with your work life, your home life, your finances. Some of you are trapped in a job that you don't like. You're trapped in a job that you feel you ought to be doing, or you felt you ought to be doing it, so you've done it. But in reality, it's not who you are. It's not your authenticity, and it doesn't make you happy. For some of you, this is a mentality you may have picked up from your parents about money, about making a living, about having to work hard, about never getting a free ride, that kind of thing. I've got the Emperor here. Now for me, the Emperor, he's the father of the tarot, so he can represent your father's worldview and its effect on you now. And I feel that, let me turn my heater down, for some of you is the case. He's also my CEO card because he's the Emperor, he's in charge of the empire. Whatever your working empire is, this person is a boss. Now, in the upright, actually, he's quite approachable, but nevertheless, he likes to feel he has the last call. You know, the Emperor represents Aries, first sign of the zodiac, god of war, Mars, all that stuff. This is Zeus represented here with the thunderbolts and the world. He wants to feel that he's in charge. Some of you, an opportunity will come to be able to negotiate a raise or negotiate promotion or a different way of working. He's not quite as fearsome as you might think. However, if it is a work thing, we have Queen of Pentacles here in reverse. And this is someone who might just try and block you a little bit, especially if it's to do with she's HR or she's in the finance department or she's lower down than this one in the pecking order, but nevertheless manages to somehow just kind of block your progress. Could be through jealousy. It could be about money because she is the Queen of Pentacles after all. You also need to find your inner Queen of Pentacles, Aquarius. You need to be asking, especially with judgment in the reverse, for what you're worth, rather than any sort of notions of what you've been told you're worth. Let's have a look at your Enlightenment card for this general part. Oh, okay. If you want to fall out on the floor. Yeah, we get the Victim Revenge card. Now this also is to do with guilt. If growing up you had a parent or school teacher or friend or whatever it is who managed to make you feel that if it wasn't for you, they would have got more. It's that kind of feeling. If you hadn't held me back, or if you hadn't played up, or you hadn't done this, that or the other, that feeling it damages your self-worth, Aquarius, and you need to be more regal about your self-worth, and certainly more vocal about what you think you're worth. Not even what you think you're worth, that's not the way to approach self-worth. About what you're worth. I am worth this. That's going to be, in the general sense, whether it's in relationship, whether it's in work terms, or whether it's just in life in general, your buzzword is self-worth and getting what you're worth. And like Mark Twain said, people take you at your own recommendation. So when you develop the self-worth, you are a magnet to draw other people. They will take you seriously. They will pay you properly. They will show you the respect that you deserve. Let's have a look at your love cards. I'm going to use a different pack for this. So I'm using my good old Rider-Waite for Love. Got the sun shining right in my face as well. Which would be nice for you, Valentine. You love that. What does... Oh, okay, you want to know that one. What does Aquarius need to know about love? First half 2018. That one. Just thought that was 2 cards then. I wonder why. That one. Okay. Ooh. Extra little card popped out then. Interesting. Love for Aquarius. Ooh. I knew he'd be popping out. Wow. Okay. Okay. Some of you have a situation. Well, you won't be alone in 2018. Let's kick off with that. You've got the Hermit in reverse. So those of you that are worried that you're going to be single AF forever, as they say, not the case. But your love life definitely is going to be quite complicated, albeit interesting. So there's a couple of different stories emerging here. Some of you are involved with either another air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or someone who is cool and detached and uncommunicative. And some of you may take the view that it's better to chop contact with this person because the contact you did have with them was never very consistent or particularly warm or helpful. Now, this could be an ex that you'd stayed friendly with or managed to stay friendly with in 2017. Going into this year, you're not going to want to continue that situation. I've got here the 8 of Wands in reverse. This is the communication card, digital communication for me in particular. So you could be having a Facebook cull. You could be... Cat's going nuts. You could be cutting out people... Oh, oh, yeah. Oh, sweetie, you got fluff in your nose. Could be cutting out people who are using you. Definitely. Now, whether that's actually an ex who just drops by all the time, or someone you're in relationship with but you don't feel they're doing their fair share, or friends actually, or anybody, there will be a digital cull. That's no bad thing. And those of you involved with another air sign or someone who's detached or unemotional, again, you might decide not to be in touch with them anymore. And I feel that's rather good. Then we have a couple of other characters. We have the Page of Wands and we have the King of Cups. There's a lot of characters all together. Page of Wands, fire sign. Leo, Sagittarius and Aries. There you go. This is something new. They could be younger than you as well because it's a page, but they're fun. They're fun. And they're, compared with dry old King of Swords, who can be quite buttoned up, zipped up, Page of Wands is someone you meet probably quite suddenly, out of the blue, even online dating, something like that, who is sexy and funny and carefree. So it could be a fling. It's next to Temperance though, which is the Sagittarius card, and also shows that you will be able to take this for what it is and go with the flow. And it looks nice. It looks like a good vibe to me. Then the other story is the King of Cups in reverse. Here. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or somebody who is emotional and perhaps was emotionally connected to you. I'm almost having to go like that. But at the same time lacks boundaries, has a very difficult relationship with the truth, keeps you guessing all the time, and although they're emotional and sensitive, they're not very sensitive about your feelings. They're kind of only sensitive about their own. The King of Cups is somebody as well who I call the last man standing at the bar, who's telling his sob story to the bartender. Or you. Always telling his sob story to you about how everyone's against him and his last girlfriend or wife dumped him and it's all her fault, yada yada yada, you know, goes on and on. Watch for this King of Cups. It can also be someone who has no good boundaries about drink and drugs, particularly drink. Or cries a lot or induces tears in you. I don't like the look of that character. That could be someone you already know. It could be someone you're cutting off. Or it could be somebody you do meet, but just look out for him. You may feel he's very gentle, and it will be a man, it's a king. You may feel that there is a real connection, that it's emotional and all the rest of it, but it's like you just drown in it. And I don't feel it's very healthy. This Page of Wands, fire signs, for me is where it's at for you. And you get the Ace of Pentacles in your love life. So this is something that could build. And also you could meet someone in a financial area, such as work, anything to do with finances, money, accountancy, anything like that. And then you do get, Aquarius, the Six of Wands. So those of you that have been afraid that you're going to be single forever with the Hermit reversed, you are victorious. You do get what you want, whatever that may be. You also get, not so much, you do get what you ask for as well. But so you need to be doing your manifestations, you need to be doing your law of attraction, and it will be successful. And on the whole, it will be more peaceful, especially for those of you that choose to cut someone out finally. That will be an extremely healthy move with Temperance and the Four of Swords. And then you get the Seven of Pentacles. Some of you, I hope you can see that, some of you will be assessing how far you've come with a love life. You will be taking a critical eye to relationships, and I don't mean that in a bad sense. I mean, whereas before you might have let some things go, ooh, yes, you will be more discerning. You won't let things go. If people mess you about, you will cut them off now. I like that for you because it means that you're going to get better quality of people coming forwards. Or a better quality of behaviour out of the people you're already connected to. Interesting love cards. You get finances and career. So we just mentioned with this Ace of Pentacles that you could meet someone in a financial setting, someone at work, something to do with career or money is a good setting for meeting someone. You also get romantic feelings. Your romantic feelings are worth exploring. So when you're being discerning, don't be so discerning that you give no one a chance. Also let those romantic feelings flow, but at the same time, you're keeping a kind of a tight rein on things. And then you get the retreat card. And what this means is if you do meet somebody, you may want to kind of take them and keep them all to yourself. Or, you know, just retreat from the rest of the world and go and just spend time with them for a bit. That could even still be a kind of a fling, but like a nice fling. A sort of a 6-week fling where you feel okay about it. But equally with that Ace of Pentacles, it could build even though it starts out quite flingy. Oh yes, I'll have to take 2. Yeah, I knew I'd have to take 2. For those of you that have had enough of Mr. Detached or Mr. In His Cups and you're going to cut them off, is not for you. It's a fortune cookie with no. I love that. Just says no. That's where you're going to get to, Aquarius. You're going to think to yourself, no. No drama. It's just no. Delete, delete, delete. Block, block, block. Goodbye. They're not going to know what's hit them. And then you get new life. For a few Aquarians, this is to do with a pregnancy. Nice card for that. Nice card for getting pregnant. So if you're looking at getting pregnant in 2018, that's an auspicious start. Ooh, 2 plopped out. Oh, I love that. Guardian Angel. Yes, you have one, Aquarius, at the moment. Helping you, those of you especially who are looking to meet someone fun, and those of you who are looking to cut someone out who's anything but fun. And then you get the nature card. And for me, in a love reading, this is always a message that you could meet someone hiking, doing conservation work, or foraging. Especially for you ladies, or men actually. Foraging. You'd be surprised how many people meet on foraging days. Not that you have to go and eat loads of questionable mushrooms or anything like that. You can just kind of tag along for the ride if it's not your thing. But when that nature card comes up, it's about meeting someone outside. So Aquarius, that's quite a robust and healthy love reading for you. No nonsense for Aquarius. No nonsense at all. And good news for those looking to get pregnant, and also finances. Career is where you could meet somebody. So banking, money, accountancy, work, your career, your place of work, or outdoors, foraging for truffles. So Aquarius, do leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and if you want a private reading you can book in the description box below. Check out your January reading as well. Okay, see you soon. Namaste.